What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 1 of the Real Estate and Mortgage InfoHub. My name is Mike Hajar with the MPH lending team.
And I'm Melissa Reyes with Remax Eclipse.
So Melissa and I do a lot of business together, and what we've wanted to do is just provide more information for our buyers and even help other lenders and agents get a better grip of the process. So today we're going to talk about whether a client should talk to a realtor or talk to a lender first. And we get that 90% of people want to talk to an agent and talk about the home. Not many people want to talk about the payment. So Melissa, you as a realtor, what's your opinion on should a client talk to a realtor first or should they talk to a lender?
So 90% of my clients always contact me first and they have yet to speak to a lender. It's more important to speak to a lender first. I can understand that people don't want to or maybe don't think to do so because finances are such a sensitive topic. Nobody wants to talk about their money.
Right.
Or like what might be on their credit score and you know, maybe they have a collection.
Or even what the mortgage payment's going to be.
Yeah, because it's embarrassing sometimes, you know. So the only problem with that is we can't determine budget without a pre-approval. So it's very crucial for you guys to have the conversation and to determine a budget. Because I'll have clients who think that they're approved for like $200,000, and then it comes back that maybe they're only qualified for like $150, or
$130.
Yeah. Or if they see the breakdown and then they realize like, oh, okay, well maybe I don't want to spend that much because after taxes, insurance, they realize that it's not just the mortgage that they're paying on.
Right.
And then also too, if they find a house that's above their budget and they love it, they realize that they can't afford it later, we're going to have a really hard time finding a house for them later because they're going to continuously go back to that one that they couldn't afford.
Right.
And nothing will compare. And then what I actually really like when you and I connected was your TBD program. Because I have so many lenders over the last 6 years who will just toss a pre-approval out there based on what a buyer says they're approved for. And they haven't actually ran the figures. They haven't submitted the docs. And so we go and look at houses with this unrealistic pre-approval. And then we go and start sort of thing. And then we start submitting the docs and realize, well, they need gift funds or maybe they don't qualify. And it makes us look really bad. So if you want to talk about your TBD program, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and a compliment to you, which kind of goes or piggybacks off of the TBD program, is that Melissa stresses the urgency to her clients before referring them to me that I'm going to ask for documentation up front. And I think that's why the flow goes so well with us, because when I ask them for documents, your clients not only get them to me right away, there's times that the underwriter might ask for additional documents throughout the process. And any client that you've referred me has always gotten me those things immediately. But I think it's because you do a great job as a realtor setting that expectation up front. Which really makes my job a lot easier. So what the TBD program that she's talking about is not only will I look at the file, run the numbers, run the findings to get an automated underwriting approval, we'll get every document up front and submit it to underwriting so that when Melissa goes to go place an offer, she calls the listing agent and says, you know, I understand that, you know, there's multiple offers, or if she's trying to negotiate something, she's explaining the strength of our buyer. They've already done everything over the last 2 weeks while Melissa and the buyer were house hunting, and we were already clearing all the conditions. So now I'm in a position where I can guarantee a 14-day close, and if we don't close in 14 days, then we'll pay the seller $1,000 a day. the reason that we can do that is because the client is getting us everything. We need appraisal and title, and we can close. And I think with the combination of you setting the expectation up front, the reality is they should talk to the lender first. We
Yep.
know they're probably going to talk to you first. But I think when the realtors do a great job, which you do, of explaining why they need a pre-approval, kind of explaining everything that you did, it makes them a little bit more open to talking to me as a lender. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. And like I tell everybody too, is actually technically as soon as they start giving you the documents, and by time you submit that pre-approval, it's actually an approval.
Right.
Like they have the mortgage, we just don't have a house yet.
Right.
So we've beat multiple offers, highest and best situations, because we're able to hurry up and get that
Yeah.
deal done much quicker because they have the mortgage.
Getting seller concessions or just helping. You're already a great negotiator, but I think it takes that to the next level because you have a leg to stand on. So
Yeah.
no, I mean, first of all, thank you for always sending and setting that expectation up front, and sending over buyers that make my job easier, which allows us to do this. And I think there's a lot of times that you and the buyer are just sitting there really just waiting for the seller. Not that, not a knock to the seller, they just may not have the right financing
Or
in place.
appraiser.
Fair enough.
The
Fair
appraisal.
enough. Fair
2
enough.
to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Wait time sometimes.
So yeah, not with us. I don't know where that happened at, but on the other side. But yeah, this is the first episode of a lot that we're gonna bring. I know this was a little bit of a longer one, but we just wanted to really stress the importance of that. And we will be going through each stage of the buyer's journey, but we wanted to start off with who should you guys talk to first. And we know that you don't necessarily want to talk to us as lenders, but your realtor will do a much better job of getting you your dream home if you have your finances in place beforehand. Sorry, I knocked you
Well,
in the
I
head.
can't submit a search or set them up on a search until I know their budget. Because
Yeah.
otherwise it's just like make-believe numbers.
Right,
So,
right. All right, cool. Well, we are, again, this is the Real Estate and Mortgage Info Hub. This was episode 1, and we look forward to seeing you guys every week.